Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachar Kodash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful Lekdakim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp. And I wanted to do this lesson. The title is going to go something along the lines of the pride of Esau has been lifted up overnight. And I don't know if you brothers felt the spirit change since Trump was sworn in the inauguration, even among, when you're just out in the world. I don't know if brothers picked up, I'm sure they did. I'll take that back. I know brothers picked up on that vibe, that spirit that is out there, these Edomites' pride that literally lifted up overnight. And I say this because of observation. First and foremost, we know the scriptures. Secondly, we are, I'm an Issacharite, so I understand, where my people are coming from, and understanding the scriptures, more importantly, of the predicament that we're currently in. And I say all that to say this because I work on a very large job site. There's about 100 different construction workers and trade members, probably more than 100. In this area that we're working, different trades, from carpenters to laborers to excavators to pipe layers to iron workers to scaffolding guys to welders. They're all on the job site together, and we all see each other. And the spirit was different, man, because usually you have the Issacharites joking. As I'm working usually close to the carpenters. So they're doing their thing, right? And usually the Issacharites, and they're all joking and stuff. Joke, hey, how you doing? You hear just Jake talking to each other. Like how Issachar works. I don't know if y'all ever worked with Issacharites before, man, but we get almost in a mood once we start going and clicking along. Everybody's in a good mood. They're laughing and joking. Well, there was none of that today. But I'll tell you what, man. For some reason, these fucking Edomites were hella happy to be at work. They weren't mad at all. You could tell on their face they were just a little bit happier because these motherfuckers, man, these motherfuckers really think that Babylon the Great is going to give them 4 years of prosperity, 4 years of cheaper gas, higher wages. He's gonna deport all the immigrants. We don't gotta see much of you damn brown faces around our cities anymore. Oh, the homeless problem is gonna be okay. Man, the pride of these devils, and I have this picture showing that, the Trump expects to sign 200 executive orders on day one, which there's a long list of them, I know the list is even going to get longer as more information comes out. But I want to do this lesson. I have all these scriptures prepared to show you that the Lord hates this pride of these Edomites, and he's just puffing them up just to knock them down even that much further. The first scripture that I actually did want to get for this lesson is out of Proverbs 6. This is Salakia. Proverbs 6, and I want to start at 15. No, I'll start at 16. This is Proverbs 6 and 16. These are the top things the Lord hates. And this are almost characteristic traits of Esau Edom and these Edomites that are walking around proudly waiting and willing to do the next thing that comes out of their fucking puppet master's mouth, And not to say, hey, man, because Nero's back, man. This year is going to be a lot more happening. And we know always when the Republicans are in office, there's always more crisis. There's always school shootings. There's always another pandemic. There's problems. There's this and that because they're going to want Trump in that position so that he can be the captain of the Titanic as this motherfucker is sinking, already broken in half. There's only the tip sticking out the water, and they're arguing who's going to be the captain, of the sinking ship. This is Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yeah, the Lord hates, man. And you're going to get a lot of that when Yahweh Shai comes back. Yeah, yea. 7 are an abomination unto him. 17, a proud look as number 1, man. And that's Esau Edom, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. In Obadiah, the one... Oh, there's only one chapter, one around the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th verse. Around there, man, right out the gate. A lying tongue Esau Edom is that deceiver, that devil, man. And hands that shed innocent blood. That's Esau's MO, man. Again, y'all brothers need to go watch that American Primeval show, because that just goes to show you how Esau was getting down on Gad in the since starting in 1492 all the way through the 1800s, man. To this day, take that back, Salakia. To this day, from 1492 to this day, 18, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, which is all these plots and schemes, these 200 executive orders, which is a record number of any president that had came in on day one that has made things. I remember the 4 years ago when Biden came into office, man, he had a stack next to him as well. So a lot of that is getting rid of those things that were in place. But continuing, hey man, he that's a wicked imagination that he has for the Israelites, starting with the northern kingdom, but ultimately is going to apply to all tribes. The next, continuing, feet that be swift in running to mischief, always in somebody else's business. What's going on in Venezuela right now is you think that, oh, that's your government's just having problems. No, it's because Esau's over there sending in his Gurga troops, his economic hitman, his people that he uses to influence governments to make decisions. And if they don't want to make the decisions that influencer is making, they're going to make sure that they stage a revolt, a military coup or a coup d'etat, trying to take out the government forcibly. It's going to happen, man. And, the brother's been talking about it, mainly the brother in my camp. Hanania is bringing it to my attention, to look more into what's going on in Venezuela, man. And it's getting hot and heavy over there. Again, continuing verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Hey, man, that's what Esau does, man. Why do you think that there's problems between the Indians and the Pakistanis? Why do you think there's problems between the Chinese, Hong Kong, and Taiwan? Those are all Moabites. Again, North Korea, South Korea. Discording, soweth discord among brethren. That's causing division. Again, he's causing even division within the Israelites, light skin versus dark skin. Latinos, black versus brown. No, man, it's not like that, But that's what Esau pushes, is because you can take an enemy down easier if he's fighting against himself, man. So again, or the Ukrainians and the Russians, another one, which we know is just Edomites, they're the same people. But again, Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great is the one passing that cup to show that discord. I wanted to get this out of, I'll get that Obadiah since I quoted it. I want to get, don't want to forget that, because that was one of the ones I had. The Obadiah 1 and 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. And we know that this is talking about Esau, Edom, and the pride of these Edomites, these damn fucking proud ass looks that they got, is soon going to be taken down. And there's plenty of scriptures on their proud faces being turned to paleness, roughly paraphrasing. But this is again, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Whew, man. That's what these Americans are feeling right now. These Babylonians, man. They feel like the top of the world. Your average everyday Schmo Joe Edomite, again, from my point of view, at the construction site, is happy as hell right now, man. He's thinking he's going to, again, get cheaper gas, cheaper groceries, more money. I'm not going to get taxed on overtime, brother. Well, when all the fucking jobs are gone because the economy collapsed, because you don't have a lower so-called immigrant class that's the majority of the labor and working force of this country, when all that shit collapsed, you ain't going to have a job to go to, man. So these Edomites don't, hey, but take that. The top Edomites know what they're doing, but these regular, average, everyday Schmo Joe, racist-ass motherfucking get off my lawn with the shotgun ass Edomites, man. They're not understanding what is happening when if you kicked out all the Issacharites, man. Go look up that movie on Netflix. I mean, Slaki, I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. You may have to look it up or buy it for like $3.99 to rent it. But go look up A Day Without a Mexican, man. It's funny, man. But it goes to show you that this place collapsed without us, man. And ultimately, the tribes are what keeps this place going. So if Jacob's trouble starts, because he starts with the northern kingdom, speaking as a man. Whenever all this shit goes down, ultimately, Jacob's trouble is Edomites and Esau's trouble as well, because this place ain't continuing while Jake, the only one in the world, catching hell. Nah, it's not. It's not like that. It's called Jacob's trouble, but everybody's gonna be going through it. I had some. This is I wanted to get Psalms 37. This is Psalms 37 and 12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." And that is plot the wicked, talking about the wicked. One of the executive orders that Trump signed was labeling the cartels terrorist organizations, which is nothing like, oh, we're sticking up for the cartels. But what that does is that opens up a whole law book for these Babylonians to cross over the border to secure certain buffer zones inside Mexico's territory for them to dictate what needs to be done in Mexico's country for their national security. One of them was a border wall, and these dumbass Americans think the fucking border wall is to keep foreigners out. Nah, that's to keep you Babylonians in when you run to Mexico when Jacob's trouble starts, man. Just go look at the forever purge. Everyone was trying to get to Mexico before they closed the border, man. So this is continuing. Verse 13, the Lord Yahweh shall laugh at him. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. So we got the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, they up in the heavens, looking this devil put all his plans together, get all his direct energy weapons together to try to fight against the angels, uses anti-gravitational, aircraft, but it's not going to work, man. The Lord is up there laughing. And the prophets are out here, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, laughing and exposing this devil while telling him his whole plans are going to fail while we're still living in his captivity. Our captivity, but under this devil. Verse 14, the wicked have drawn out the sword, going into the killing instruments, and have bent their bow. The ultimate weapon that these nations use for war now, which is, those nuclear missiles. To cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be to slay such as be of upright conversation, meaning the Israelites and the prophets that are telling our people the truth, the 100% truth coming from, first and foremost, the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Chakadash. Verse 15, their swords shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Hey, man, and that killing instrument ultimately is going to lay this place flat by the thermonuclear missiles, the angels, and Yahweh Shai, to ultimately lay this place flat, to be a desert, waste, swampland filled with holes and ruts from the craters of this place getting pelted with those arrows that shot from the mighty archer, aka that bow, which is that delivery system, and the destruction is in the heads. Hey, man, that's talking about one and only thing, man. That's talking about these ICBM, hypersonic, whatever type of nuclear missiles that this place is going to get hit with, man. They're going to get hit with a variety, from different countries too. So they're going to, hey, man. I wanted to get Habakkuk 2 and start at the 5th verse. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. And that's his philosophies that he puts out that these people believe is the right way just because some fucking Edomite in a three-piece suit on the TV says so. He is a proud man, aka the point of this lesson. Edom is proud. Edom is proud, and he is getting even more proud in these last days. When you think that all these problems in the world, all these natural disasters, you think he'd start to humble himself and turn back to the God-fearing nation. Nah, man, nah. He's getting more proud. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Ultimately meddling in these other nations' affairs, and that's why it calls the land that dwells upon many waters, because of the amount of embassies and military bases that Babylon the Great has spread out the world. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, meaning the grave, because that never gets full. It's never satisfied. There's never a point where it says, "Oh, that okay, that's enough. That's enough death." Not a single worm, not a single person, not a single mouse, not a single sparrow. No, that's all the death it can take. Nah, never, man. It's never like that. And as is death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Ultimately, that novus ordo seclorum, that new world order that this devil plans to enact, ultimately centered around that MOT to the B, that charagma, that psi, sty, stigma, that 666, all that Revelation 13, that's going to be the main focus point of this devil's new empire, his new world order. And one of the executive orders that this Trump added $500 billion towards building up the AI infrastructure here in Babylon the Great. So what do you think that's for? That's for the smart cities. That's for your smart meters. That's for your facial recognition cameras. Hey, man, go do some research on some of the things that he passed, man. You'll see. So like this is the video of him and other making the Mexican cartels, terrorist organization. Slovakia. Okay, that's funny because this is a picture that I screenshotted. Not to get off topic, but again to add to this devil's pride. This is a Edomite that posted this picture, and I think this caption was like "Get rid of the immigrants" or something like that. It was a random picture, but it was through the spirit. I recognized what this devil was saying. But this is the picture, man. He said the people who built this, which is like a third world slum, are not going to benefit or enrich the culture of people who built this. And it's showing some church that was built during the time of the Dark Ages, man, when the time that Jake was ruling. So again, the people that caused this are claiming to build this, but their ancestry goes back to these damn type of living conditions. And Jake's still living in this condition with a smile, man, making better food than these motherfuckers, man. But it just goes to show you, Esau don't know anything about his own history. He's taking pride into thinking that he is building all this and he built all that. No, man. So that what they're saying is we're the European epitome of beauty. What can a dirty, stinking, so-called migrant coming into my country can make it better? No. So that's just going into the pride again. So I saw this picture, and I was like, man, these devils, man. And they're the ones that caused the condition for the people that are living in this third world condition. Because this looks like a place in, Brazil or someplace like that, man. Venezuela or something. The country that is economically, or Slovakia, natural resources, have plentiful of them, but they're getting robbed by the nations that are saying that they got nothing to benefit or enrich the culture, man. Man, I was gonna say because America went to war over a banana, man, over the banana trade and the coffee trade and the sugarcane trade, man. So the list goes on, man. The receipt list is long. So don't think that this devil is ever gonna get a chance, to ultimately come to his senses and change, because it's only gonna get worse, and I'm wanted to say all that to say this is that, hey, man, notice that the spirit has changed around the atmosphere, I guess you could say, when you're out in the world. Focus on these Edomites' faces, man. For some reason, they just a little bit more proud. They want to talk over you just a little bit more, like, hey, man. But Lord willing, that this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kodash, and double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.